Hello everybody and welcome to Frog Wrestling. You might be wondering, what are we doing here? Because according to the last stream, or VOD, depending on how you watched it, I wasn't supposed to be here today. And there is no stream today. We're putting this up as a special thank you for all the support that you have given this weird, dumb idea that I had that has come to fruition and been one of the more popular things I've ever streamed and one of the more popular things I've ever put on YouTube. I can't thank you enough for all the support, for the interest, for going along with the dumb stories. And so as a thank you, instead of being able to stream, just again, I'm managing the household all by myself this week, so it doesn't leave a lot of free time for streaming. It was either push it to a real late night or not do it at all, and I kind of like that Frog Wrestling happens at a set time, so we decided to skip. But for those of you who check out the YouTube, I thought I'd do something a little special this week. And what that is Core has been really dominating the storylines recently. And I mean, that's the way the AI has done it. That's kind of the way it's gone. But I feel like it's time to step away, let other stories move forward. But there is kind of one big unresolved thing that I was going to drop next week, which was who might be joining Core now that we know that Beau has been kicked out. And I didn't really want to make another episode all about it, so it was just going to be a big surprise if anybody joined at all. Instead of just dropping it on you, I thought we would have an Elimination Chamber match between kind of everybody that I thought might be a candidate, to be honest, and see who wins and see what we do with it. Now, I'm going to tell you that this is somewhat canon to the storyline. I'm going to definitely acknowledge that this match took place. I won't guarantee that whoever wins this is going to be their day one on Core. We're going to have to see how it all goes, how it all plays out. But I just didn't want more week after week about them. I wanted to build other storylines, and rather than just have this happen in the background, I thought it might be fun to post the match itself, do it in the style of a match, let you all have something on a week we would otherwise be gone, and I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, it is a 6-man Elimination Chamber style match. For those of you who don't know how that is, 2 people start in the ring. There's 4 pods around the ring. At random, not random, I think there's a timed interval. The pod opens and a new wrestler joins, and basically you go till last man standing. And in this case, whoever the last man standing is who Scott is going to be eyeballing to join Core to replace Beau. And you'll see who are candidates for this role coming up shortly. So enjoy. Like I said, this is a bonus match. I'm not trying to hang a lot of importance on it because it's not going to be a part of the stream. But for those of you who are checking out the YouTube VODs, as a thank you, here's this. I hope you appreciate it. We'll go ahead and get into the match in just a moment here. And yeah, I hope you have a good time. Once again, thank you everybody for supporting this channel, for supporting this show. Whether that is through subs, likes, follows, whatever. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get into the show and see who is going to be fighting here. Well, I know who's going to be fighting here, but it's going to be a surprise for you. So we're loading up the match. We don't want spoilers. All of these names, potential contenders. It's a random order. I don't know what order anybody's coming out in. And here we are with the Elimination Chamber match to determine who Scott's going to consider for joining Core to replace Beau. And out first, Randy Jordan, a film sack. Randy, of course, has been making a name for himself, challenging Scott last week
Making his way to the ring.
Turn this down just a little bit here.
From Texas, weighing in at 275 pounds, Randy Jordan. Steel, unforgiving plexiglass and
Oh, actually, I think we have double audio. Hold on.
This Elimination Chamber is going
Do that.
brutal.
Okay, that should be good. Sorry about that. Been a while since I've, I didn't have all the ways to test it that I usually do. Alright, we should be good now.
He is in perhaps the best shape of his career, and he will need that.
Anyway, Randy has been really making a name for himself lately. Challenged Scott last week to a one-on-one match, which he lost. You know, Scott's got to respect the strength that shows. And it looks like he's going to be in the pod. Pods are opened randomly, so no guarantee as to when he's going to be let out. Also joining him in the pods, it looks like we're going to have Ben out here. Makes sense. Ben is a logical option. He is the #1 contender.
The Elimination Chamber debuted in 2002, and somehow the structure has become even
Turn it down just a little bit more. But yeah, Ben has been a free agent. We feel like he might have been scouted by Tom, although no word on why that match took place yet. If Tom has recruited him, Ben has shown no indication as of yet. Looks like Ben is going to be in one of the pods as well. One of the random ones to be let out. Now this is an interesting turn of events. Tanner Goodman of the Mod Syndicate.
representing the Syndicate from Phoenix.
And this is a curious possibility because Tanner is on good terms with the Mod Syndicate as far as we know. He's been a regular. He's been very helpful to his team. There's been no indication that he's been wanting to jump ship. Is he here to actually represent the Syndicate? Maybe like a reverse scouting? Or is he here to actually try and jump ship? Is he seizing an opportunity, if you will, to drop one group that has not been performing well to join a group that is perhaps performing a little bit better? Tanner going into that third pod here. And another committed to a team, Brian Dunaway. And I'm wondering, is this an attempt to maybe bring Scott, less join Core, more an attempt to bring Scott into the fold, back into Team Film Sack? But then again, Brian Dunaway, one of the hosts of Play Retro, a video game podcast, he'd fit right in with the Core crew. He is the briefcase holder, so it would make sense that maybe he's seizing a moment, seizing an opportunity. There's no doubt that Core, at least until recently, has been the most dominant force in the league. It would make sense that they would want to be here. And that means that the next two competitors that come out are going to be our starting fighters. They're going to have to be in the ring the longest, truly go the distance in this case. And speaking of partners, here is Brian Dunaway's tag team partner, Brian Ibbett. He used to be on a tag team with Scott, the original morning stream team, the original holder of the TMS tag title. And this might be an attempt to get back in Scott's good graces, put the band back together, so to speak.
There's more heavy metal enveloping this ring than there is in my MP3 player. And guys, that's a
Brian will be starting the match against whoever our final entrant is. And we'll see how he does.
a man who always gets a strong reaction from the WWE Universe, and it will only intensify once the bell rings.
All right, let's see who our final entrant is going to be.
I've been looking forward to this one.
And there it is. Well, you have to give him credit for trying. After being unceremoniously kicked out of core last week, it looks like Beau is going to make an attempt to hang in there. A last-ditch effort, as it were, to stay a part of the core crew. And you can already see, it looks like from his attire, that he is no longer representing the core. And with an attitude like that, I do wonder, is he went to the trouble to put that on his ring gear. Is he making a statement by trying to win this, or is he trying to get back in Scott's good graces? Either way, Brian Ibbott starting the match with a heavy assault. Beau down, taking a breather, can't afford it. Brian Ibbott immediately capitalizing on it. And vicious left-handed punches to Beau's face. Another one, and Beau's VR mask already taken a beating. He manages to get out. They tie it up. Beau is just having a hard time finding a way to fight. And Brian Ibbott going for an early elimination. Beau kicks out at 1. Definitely going to take more than that to keep him down, but right now, Beau not doing much to convince people why he should be in core. Looks like one of the cage doors is going to be open. Might be a welcome change for Beau. A chance for somebody else to take a beating or deliver it. And here comes Ben. Looks like Ben is going to be the next one in. He is heading in the ring. And Beau is probably excited for a break. Ben coming somewhat to his rescue right out of the gate. He gets Brian Ibbott up in a bear hug. Brian Ibbott managing to get away, and it gives Beau a small chance to recover. Beau tries to come in and get a little revenge, taking his opportunity, and now Beau fighting both of them. Going after Ben, he's knocked down Brian Ibbott. He can't forget about him, but Ibbott is down for the moment, and I think Beau just bit him. I think Beau just bit Ben. Absolutely vicious. We've got another competitor coming out shortly. The timing on these, very short. And there's Randy. Randy entering the match, entering the fray. Now we have the possibility for 2v2 action. And looks like that's exactly what we're going to get. Beau, huge move. It actually looked like Coverville being used by Beau. I don't know if he stole that move or if that's a regular thing in his arsenal. But not nearly as effective as when Brian Ibbott delivers it, because Beau is already back out on the floor, and Ibbott taunting Beau, not realizing Randy is heading behind him. It's never gonna realize it either, because Ben manages to cut him off. We've got another cage opening. Another one of those pods. We're not sure who it's going to be. Either Tanner or Dunaway. And it looks like Tanner's coming in. And And the Mod Syndicate now in full effect, but Brian Ibbott gets to him. Tain't no thing. Beau just busted out Tain't no thing on Randy. He's got him in it. Randy tasting that taint. Doesn't like it. Getting out of it.
He's able to beat a 2 count. I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away. Boom, right to the mid.
And Randy's going to have to recover from Tain't no thing. Beau taking a breather in the corner. Ben and Brian Ibbott tying up in the middle of the ring. Dunaway, the last to enter. He will be the freshest fighter when he comes in. Another Tain't no thing in the middle of the floor. And Ben manages to get out of it. Beau spreading the taint across the ring. Ben doesn't seem to appreciate it. Picks him up and drops him down, and Ben walks right into Brian Dunaway, delivering a vicious move. Another Tain't no thing. Beau has made every single person in the ring almost taste his taint. Got some double teaming between the ref, too busy watching the Tain't no thing. Slow count for Brian Dunaway. Tanner nearly eliminated there. The ref was busy watching Beau to see if Brian Ibbott was going to tap and missed part of the pin. Right now, Randy going with a bold strategy. Randy has oh my gosh, I missed Brian Ibbott being eliminated. I was too distracted by Randy's strategy of pretending to be a statue. So far, working extraordinarily well. People are just ignoring him. We don't see this maneuver brought out very much, and you can see there's just chaos in the ring. Randy subverting all that chaos by just holding eerily still. But Brian Ibbott has been eliminated by Ben. Brings us down to 5 competitors left. Oh, and Dunaway sees through Randy's cunning maneuver. Randy playing possum in a real big way, but Dunaway the first one to see through it. Oh my gosh, big belly to belly on Beau. Ben goes for a pin, but Beau's playing possum. Gets him. Beau fighting back. He gets a Tain't no thing on Ben. Turns it into a slam. That's not the full Tain't no thing. That's actually, he uses it as an offensive weapon. That's no slip of the tongue. It is absolutely an offensive weapon.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. His opponent included.
Right now, we're seeing a lot of trade-offs between the two. Big punches to Brian Dunaway. And Tanner pays him back in kind. And right now, Randy, the only one standing in the ring, taking a moment to slam Tanner down. And Brian Ibbott, despite being eliminated a bit early, right now, a fairly even trade across the board with the remainder of these competitors. Huge scoop slam from Tanner, and he's going for a pin off of it. Will this be it for Ben? No, Ben kicks out at 2. Meanwhile, Brian, Randy, and Beau having a vicious beatdown outside of the ring. Beau taking an absolute beating here. And Beau gets flung right back into the ring. Randy doing damage, cleaning house outside. And Ben smells blood, going after Beau. Beau manages to get up, get to his feet. And now Beau is in control, and Randy's got a sleeper on Dunaway. Dunaway fading. Nope. He gets out of it, and just in time to see Beau deliver a vicious headbutt with that VR headset twice, actually. As if headbutts didn't hurt enough with a VR headset. It's absolutely brutal. And Tanner now taking the fight to everyone on the outside. We've got two stories unfolding here. The vicious beatdown outside of the ring and the match between Beau and Ben inside. And looks like Dunaway going for a pin on Tanner. Tanner manages to kick out at 2, but Randy is locking in a submission maneuver. Nope, he switches it. And right now, and Randy again, tain't no thing on Randy. He manages to escape, but only just. Meanwhile, another pinfall attempt by Brian Dunaway on Tanner on the outside. And we have a stare down between Beau and Randy. Beau coming out the victor of that. And chaos has just descended on the ring. There's an attempted pin from Beau, and Randy manages to get out at 2. Beau is really putting his effort in here. Again, whether he's trying to show Scott his value to get back on the team, or just to show Scott what he lost by kicking him out, Beau is putting out a really impressive match right here. And things are getting real violent. We've seen some cooperation between Beau and Ben. Beau wants to keep it up. Ben, he's got the mandible, tain't no thing, not the mandible claw. Worse, tain't no thing on Ben. And I haven't been keeping track, but I think tain't no thing has landed on just about every opponent in the ring. Ref sees a cover, only a 2 count. Dunaway gets up. So far, only 1 elimination. And here comes Dunaway. He's gonna fly. Nope. Tanner catches him. And Beau pinning Ben with the tain't no thing, it looked like. So many big moves busted out right here. I'm missing half of them. A huge spinning pile driver on Beau. That could do it. That's a vicious move. I don't think the ref saw it right away. It is enough, though. Beau has been eliminated by Randy. And his second chance at redemption, it looks like he is going to fall short of, put to bed by Randy Jordan. As we've mentioned, Randy has been particularly vicious lately. And now crushing the hopes of Beau. And Ben narrowly escaping a pinfall by Tanner.
Now he's got to hope the opportunity presents itself again.
Dunaway on the outside, taking control on Randy. Tanner in the ring, taking control of Ben.
So ruthless. You can tell these attacks are disorienting.
And right now, of the people in the ring, Ben is the only free agent. Everybody else is committed to other teams, so what a victory here would mean for them remains to be seen.
He's ejected from the ring.
And Tanner has taken command, except Ben just reverses and throws him out the ring. Randy with a big clothesline. Ben is down. Ben trying to fight back. He answers with a clothesline of his own. We are down to the final 4.
Meet the backside of an elbow. Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach. Great way to break down your opponent.
Strong reversals both in and out of the ring. Tanner getting dumped into the ring. Brian Dunaway trying to decide what he wants to do. But in the meantime, Ben goes for the KO Ben. Will it KO Randy? It does. Randy Jordan has been eliminated. And we are down to Ben, Brian, and Tanner, down to our final 3.
Scoop slam sets things up.
Tanner looks like he's busted open, having a hard time. And Ben going for a second KO Ben. He gets it. Brian Dunaway going to let the pin happen. And the KO Ben has just put away 2 competitors just like that. We are down to Brian Dunaway and Ben. And Brian Dunaway is seizing the moment to go after Ben, who also looks busted open and bleeding, it seems. Big punch with that power glove. And Brian Dunaway locking in a submission move. Doing it again. Ben not tapping yet, but definitely in a lot of pain. Trying to recover. Brian Dunaway goes for maybe a 3rd time to work that leg, but Ben kicks him away. Can Ben recover from this? I don't know. He's taken a lot of abuse. He's had an impressive match, put away 2 of them. He dumps Brian Dunaway over the ropes. And it looks like Ben might be trying to find a moment to recover. Dunaway not going to supply it for him. Tosses him to the ground. Not much of an offense there. Ben manages to fight back. Having a hard time seeing exactly what's happening. Cameraman behind a pod here. Vicious elbows. Ben getting back in control of this match here. Gets him. Dumps him back in the ring. Ben following. And Ben is calling for it. He's gonna try again, it seems. But Brian Dunaway reverses it. He goes off the top ropes, a huge splash, and he's getting fired up. Now Dunaway feels like he's in control. He gets him up. Huge sunset flip. Ben has got to be hurt. Is Dunaway going to go for the pin? Nope, he's not done with him. Knocks the legs right out from under him. He's going to the top. The 16-bit drop. He lands it. That's the pin. And that's the match. Brian Dunaway, your victor here in the Elimination Chamber. And it has been a vicious set of matches. We're seeing the brutal elimination of Beau as the only replay, apparently. Definitely the one that broke the most hearts. But Ben, with an impressive showing, knocked out 2 opponents, Randy and Tanner, with the KO Ben. It was a hell of a match.
It's always great to visit the pay window, but a victory like this makes the winner's purse all that much sweeter.
And what will this mean? You know Scott had to be watching. You know Scott had to be paying attention to who was going to win this match. Who was going to try to show off for possible acceptance into core. Will Beau's attempts fall on deaf ears? Is the second one eliminated? I have to assume so, but we will find out next week as we get back to it, as we say goodbye to Beau from Core. Will Brian Dunaway find a new home? We're going to have to find out next week. That's going to do it for us. That's it, everybody. That is the Elimination Chamber match to determine number 1 contendership for admittance into Core. Will Brian Dunaway be invited? Will he accept? He's definitely a fan favorite. Core, definitely bad guys. Is he going to want to sign up for that? We're going to find out next week. Once again, thank you, everybody. I'm sorry we're off this week. I hope this helped. We'll see you next week for more Frog Wrestling. Bye, everybody.